I just wanted to make a quick video of what is primary reviewed or primary literature. I think a couple modules ago, there was a lot of confusion on what that means and what types of articles or sources constitute as primary literature. And so I just want to kind of do a quick video, kind of show you the best ways to find primary literature. So let me just log into Joan here on Google. Give me 1 second here. Okay, once you're logged into Google, now you have access to the Doan kind of enterprise of Google Scholar. And so one comment that I commented, if you did not use a primary article and you lost points for that, the best way to start would be doing a Google Scholar search. And so if you type in scholar.google.com, it'll take you here to Google Scholar. From here, you can look up any types of research studies that have been done on a specific topic. So I'm just going to do a very broad topic of cardiovascular disease. And that will bring up all of these articles on cardiovascular disease. Something that I want to really highlight here is that on the side here, it gives you an HTML or PDF option. Those are things that you have access to through the Doan library if you're logged into your Doan account on Google. So that's why it's important to log into your Doan account. Then you have access to lots and lots of articles. So if we're looking at risks of cardiovascular disease and I want to know more about that, I can click this. This primary article was published in the New England Journal of Medicine in 2012. So it's kind of an old article, volume 366, and then page numbers 321 to 329. DOI is a identification number for a primary article. Once you're in here, you can go through the abstract, the introduction, the methodology of that specific research study, what they found in their results, and then how this applies to the world in their discussion. And then they should have tons and tons of references. This one has 42 references. This is where I would like you to find your information to help back up your claims that you're making in your discussion posts. If I ask for primary literature, the best way to go would be do a Google Scholar search and then look at articles that you have access to. You can also do newer articles. I like to do newer articles, so maybe like since 2022. And then here's an article on statistics from 2021. That's very recent, right? So I can click that PDF. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to load. I see it is loading. Being a little slow. Okay, so if we come in here, you can look at the journal article here. This one is fully present on this page. It's a very long article, but this one was published in the European Society of Cardiology and the European Heart Journal, volume 43, issue 8, published February 2022. These page numbers, this DOI. Now, when you go to cite your source, I want APA format. So I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go to ZoteroVib. This is something that I noted in the first discussion of how to do this. So what you can do is once you're in your article here, you can copy that address, paste it into ZoteroVib and hit cite. Oh, there we go. Okay. Something to be aware of is that it's always going to, if this is your first time using ZoteroVib especially, it's always going to start with MLA. I want APA. So you need to use this drop-down menu and go to American Psychological Association, which is APA. And then it will give you your format for doing that citation. Now, this one, for whatever reason, did not utilize the correct format, like it didn't put in the authors or anything like that, which is a little bit weird. But I did post APA guidelines on how, like, the format you should use for APA on the first discussion. I'll post it to this discussion as well. I wonder if we use a different one. Let's try this one. Sometimes if it doesn't do it correctly, you're going to have to do it manually. Let's try this one. Okay, this one worked. This is a good example. All right, so author, last name, first initial. Okay, then we have the year, the title of the article, this is the journal in italics. Then they have the location of that, and then the DOI with the HTTPS. So this is what you would copy as your citation. Now, whenever you are typing your discussion and you make a claim, like you want to say cardiovascular disease rates have increased from 40% to 60% in the last 10 years, right? If you make a claim like that, you need to cite that. That's not common knowledge. You got that information from somewhere. So ideally you got it from a peer-reviewed article. Somebody else said the same thing, right? They found that and that information, you need to be able to cite that according to them. That would be an in-text citation in which you do author's last name and then comma year. If you need more resources on APA format, I will post a link to Purdue OWL. That's a really good reference site for that. So again, I just wanted to hop on and show you how you should be finding your peer-reviewed sources. Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, any of those types of websites are not peer-reviewed. You can use them, but you do need at least one peer-reviewed source. So you do need to come in here, do a Google Scholar search, and find some research studies that you can cite. If you have any questions about this, please let me know.